have our training next to us, and our amazing volunteers. And we also have RNIB and the British Red Cross as well.
A rare and extraordinary moment unfolded inside the palace today, as King Charles and Queen Camilla personally guided German President Frank Walter Steinmeier through a selection of special items from the royal collection, treasures usually kept away from public eyes. As the king welcomed the president, his enthusiasm was instantly noticeable. Charles has always had a deep love for history and art, and today he proudly shared that passion. From priceless paintings to centuries-old artifacts, each item held a story the king explained with warmth, detail, and unmistakable pride. Queen Camilla stood beside him, adding her own gentle commentary as the President and First Lady admired each piece. Cameras captured subtle smiles, soft laughter, and a genuine cultural exchange that felt as personal as it was historical. Part 2 continues the deeper meaning of this extraordinary moment.
Everybody has the ability. And last year for the Big Health Hub, they brought together small charities, exactly as big charities, giving small charities together to do lots of events.
Wooden tongue. Also Trussel knows something.
Ja, Diana from Slough Food Bank and Heather from Slough Food Bank.
Are you in touch with the German organization, the Tafel? Have you ever seen?
They still have proper butchers and bakers.
I'm with the environmental seekers. So, firstly, thank you for your environmental work. It's appreciated and received to climate change in the media. Yeah, exactly.
If you'd like, sir, this is the President's name. This is your lovely wife's name. And if you'd like to draw on your own, you'd be very welcome to. There we are. And we'll add you to our wreath of hands. But over 500,000 scouts, thank you very much. Thank you. That ain't neatly for you, sir. But 500,000 scouts taking part in the Big Help Act. We're big supporters and we're thankful for your support as well.
I am indeed, yes. So we run a youth empowerment organisation and there's nearly a million young people in the UK that are interested at the moment. We do different work to it. So Ollie volunteered, he now works with us and he'd love you to play a game. So,
Don't fancy rolling the dice?
always on the line.
Best of luck. Here we go.
They're drawn around my hand rather bad.
You're getting it all. No pressure, but President Shelby rolled 3. You're on the commitment to action. You're going to commitment to action. Right, so with that tile comes a question. So this is a curious conversation, and it's Jenga, but it's been curated by young volunteers and played by about 5,000 young people. It's all in mind to encourage insightful communication and questions they wouldn't usually have. So Lena, lovely Lena here, has a question for you.
What would you do differently?
That's a very long story. I'm not going to be around here with all these people, I'm sure. Anyway, are you all based fairly nearby?
will never forget it.
Thank you, man. That's great.
I hope this one.
It was so wonderful. Should have come. Yeah, I hope to see you. Really lovely to see you. Yeah. Thanks. So lovely to see you.
Thank you so much. Lovely to see you.
Don't get me car.
Yeah, happy Christmas.
The tour through the royal collection wasn't just a formality. It was a powerful diplomatic gesture. By offering President Steinmeier a closer look at this historic treasure, King Charles showcased one of the monarchy's most significant roles, preserving and sharing the artistic heritage of the United Kingdom. The president listened attentively as Charles described each item. Some pieces highlighted the long-standing ties between Britain and Germany, from portraits of European monarchs to diplomatic gifts exchanged across centuries. These weren't random selections. They were carefully chosen symbols of friendship, respect, and shared history. Observers noticed the king's energy throughout the presentation. Art, architecture, and preservation have always been among Charles's greatest passions, and today he seemed completely in his element, explaining the craftsmanship, the stories behind each artifact, and the cultural bridges they represent. Queen Camilla's presence added warmth to the event. She engaged with the president's wife, smiling as they discussed various items and their historical significance. Her relaxed, friendly style made the atmosphere feel comfortable and genuine, the kind of subtle diplomacy that leaves a lasting impression. The moment also held deeper meaning for the monarchy. These glimpses into the royal collection remind the world that the royal family isn't just about ceremonies. It is also the guardian of irreplaceable history. Opening these treasures to an international guest is a powerful sign of trust and respect. Online reactions were quick and overwhelmingly positive. Royal watchers admired Charles's passion and knowledge, calling the tour a masterclass in cultural diplomacy. Others praised Camilla's elegance and her ability to make high-level engagements feel approachable and human. Experts noted that such gestures help strengthen international relationships far more effectively than speeches alone. By sharing part of Britain's artistic heritage, Charles was offering something deeper, a connection built on history, culture, and mutual understanding. As the visit ended, President Steinmeier expressed his gratitude, visibly moved by the experience. It was clear that this was more than a guided tour. It was a moment of cultural unity, respect, and appreciation.